Welcome back to Wrestling with Ski. Sadly, as you can see, you're just stuck with Ski. Justin's not here tonight, stuck doing stupid stuff with work. So it's no fault of his own. But as they say, the show must go on. And well, I'm going to try to be as unirritating as humanly possible in a little bit of time. There you guys have me for the night. But a lot has happened. Again, releases have happened and all kinds of crazy stuff that has gone on. You know, a lot of shows, 2 Raws, 2 NXTs, a Smackdown, Summerslam's right around the corner. There's a lot to get into. I will say it's nice to see, after they played, RK Bro, when Randy came back, like, I'm not needing him, I'm not doing it, ending it with an RKO. Like, we all saw it coming. But they played it off very, very well. I'm wondering if that means they're finally going to, they got them back together. Does that mean they're finally going to pull the trigger on them getting the tag titles and beating AJ and Amos just even for a little bit of time, or something weird going to happen? They're going to drag it out for another month, but are they finally legitimately going to, I think it'll be good for the tag team division, honestly. Just because Randy and Riddle, I just see just the size of them working better and having more continuity and ability to work with everyone in the tag division. There's not a lot of people there, but they can work with everyone better than AJ and Amos just because of Amos. His size, again, it's like when they don't make monsters champions all that often, except for Brock. I don't know why. He seemed to hold on forever and made him an unconquerable beast. But look at it really. It was like when Nia had the tag titles with Shayna. I personally didn't like it just because look who they were going against. There's no one you could throw in there that anyone would actually honestly believe could beat Nia until Tamina got involved. So that was their saving grace. But all the people they could have worked with, they're all, no offense to Lana and Naomi, no one was going to believe that. It was like when Raquel and Dakota were the first ever women's tag team champs down in NXT, which is why I think they got rid of it. So them as champions, boom, dead right there on the spot, because everyone else could have believable matches and all that. So I just think it would be good. So we'll see. I honestly, I'll be good either way, because again, they could drag it out for another one, but it's SummerSlam, so I just see them going for the big pop. We've seen enough reports, and I know that Allegiant Stadium, I just saw an announcement, home of the Las Vegas Raiders, just made the announcement that they're going to require vaccinations to get to the games. So I don't know what that's going to do for SummerSlam. They're going to force everyone to, because it's same stadium, same owner, same building. So what are they going to do with that? We're going to wait and see. I know there's contingency plans. I've seen reports. They don't expect it to. It's obviously. If they manage to find a way to cancel the next couple of days, all hell will break loose. But I don't know what they're going to do about it. They'll probably just go into effect after this. There's already tickets are all sold and all that. But if they went and did that, and a lot of people couldn't come, that would really, literally, kill Las Vegas right now, because there's so much planned around it. But as it's the big show, we'll see. I don't know though. I don't know. We'll see. I think it'll be a good match regardless. Because AJ's in there, and whenever he's there, it does good matches. I just don't know if they're going to pull the trigger. It doesn't make sense to put them back together if they don't. To have them go from we're done, RKO, you saved them, they're back together, then they lose and what. So I don't know, but hopefully it isn't stupid. That's all I ask for. They can find a good way to do it and make it not just thick and stupid. That'd be what's best for me. That would make me super happy, I must say. That'd be good. So we'll see. Which brings me on to Corbin and the whole slew of Corbin. I mean, he's been doing the down on his luck thing, and he plays it well. People still, hate him, which is kind of the point there. So I mean, it's a really good thing, I must say. I mean, it's going well. Don't know what they're gonna do with him stealing Big E's Money in the Bank contract. I'm sure we'll figure something out more Friday. I'll find out Saturday morning because, well, it's my birthday on Friday, so I have an odd feeling I will not be home and I will be drinking adult beverages and playing cornhole and possibly swimming. Pork shoulders, people are possibly I'm making some racks of ribs for everybody. It's going to be a thing. But I will get to see what they do about it on Saturday, both for, Smackdown and at the pay-per-view. But I mean, he loses his last chance there against Owens, which we all saw coming, and then he steals Big E's like Money in the Bank. So, I mean, what if they do something? He cashes, like whoever wins, like say Cena wins, and Roman just pummels him to death. And then Corbin goes and cashes in to get the title, and then they have that whole happy Corbin thing we've all been hearing about. So that sets up, Roman to go away for a little bit or keep doing, or go right into him with that. And Big E is also in the picture. Then for, I mean, like they could do a lot of things. I mean, that way, or do they just make a program between the two of them for the contract or whatever they do? I don't know, but I think they're doing a good job with it. I mean, they actually made a real website. I'm sure they weren't accepting money, but there was a real website, at least the one that he mentioned. I mean, so that's actually pretty funny if you think about it. So I don't know though. No matter what, I hope he gets something. I mean, not like big title. I mean, I'll give him the Intercontinental title, just something. Doesn't matter what it's been. Lone Wolf, I think they called him up earlier with the Lone Wolf thing, NXT. That's just me personally. I'm sure a lot of people agree, a lot of people disagree. So I'll leave it at that. But Lone Wolf, I mean, I love the guy. I mean, there's Constables, Kings, this. I mean, no matter what he does it well. So hopefully they do something good with it. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but if they can build a story between him and Big E that does, or the title or anything, I mean, they could do a lot with it. I just hope they don't drop the ball, because there's a lot of things I feel like they're dropping the ball on. There's a lot of people like tell me I'm too disgruntled. I need to be nicer, have a positive outlook. Yeah, I try to have a positive outlook, but when all you're getting fed is just plates of shit over and over again, the Triple H said, you better learn to love the taste of it. You're going to be eating plates of it, and that's what it's like to be a WWE fan. Plates, plate after plate after plate. So we'll see how that plays out. Again, I'll find out more on Saturday morning and night. I mean, nonstop. I think we're doing a Saturday show for predictions, so I have to wake up early enough to get done with Smackdown so we can talk about that and then give predictions. So it'll be a busy day, but Friday's my birthday, so I'm pretty sure hanging out with a few friends I have down here and Hannah and her family. She's been nothing but ever kind to me since we've met. Sorry to Smackdown, but that's more important. Judge me if you'd like. A lot of people do. And I still don't care, but it'll be a good Saturday, I think. Even though there's going to be somewhere we're sitting there going, we all know what's going to happen. Duh. We'll see. Got to see what they're going to do with the Elias is dead thing with the tombstone this week and all that. First he was dead, then there's two. So we got to, I don't know. See what he comes back as. I mean, cause he was just actually recording an album and stuff, or maybe it just didn't go well, or I don't know why they changed it up. I've been looking at dirt sheets, so sorry to the wrestling world. I paid attention as much as I could, but the whole Afghanistan thing's had my mind preoccupied for, I think I have enough valid reasons for that. So, we'll see how it goes, though. I haven't seen anything. I'm sure Justin has. I'm sure we'll have all kinds of good stuff on Saturday because, he's got all that stuff on, down pat. And again, I've been so keyed in on Afghanistan and stuff that everything going on around here, I haven't looked at anything, but we'll see. I mean, it was such a big thing. It's the shame that he never got like anything out of it. Yeah, title wise, even just if it was like, U.S. title tag. I mean, he only had record for a little bit. But they could have done. I mean, just something. I don't remember him getting one. I don't think he did. Could be wrong, but see where it goes. So I mean, because he can go. I mean, when he has matches, I mean, the guy does have the ability. So we got to see what they do with that. Who knows actually at all. Again, I have zero faith in them not screwing it up. Sadly, that's what they really seem to love to do lately. But you never know. They could prove everyone wrong. And we'll see. Just like this Alexa and Eva Marie thing now. I mean, we'll see if it's actually Eva Marie in the match. I just have zero faith in that. I don't think she actually still can even wrestle to this day. That's why it's a damn shame they brought her back with all these releases. But I don't know. I never liked the her Doudrop thing. I think it's an insult to Piper, Nevin, and everything she's done. Yeah, she actually did do a lot of stuff like NXT UK. So, I'm not very pleased with how that worked out, but I mean, this could be the split up between the two. I just hope that it's not as dumb as it can be. Maybe she can have her wrestling gear on so we can get that nice pop, get a nice view for a second. But I hope it leads to the end of Piper and Eva. I just don't think Eva's going to get in the ring. And if, I don't want to see Alexa job out to something that's stupid because it really is stupid. Like the whole thing, whether her, Billy, but even before they got involved, Eva and the Doudrop thing was, Piper, I'm going to go there, was stupid as hell too. So, it's, I don't know. See, I'm trying really hard, but I mean, the segments are either really good or they're like pulling teeth. No offense to Eva Marie, like I don't like she hasn't gotten any better with like acting, obviously in the ring, like any of it. I don't know why they brought her back because to me, she's not any better than she was when she left. She's just tanner and has a different colored hair, but otherwise, I mean, her acting sucks. Her everything sucks. They all see she can't wrestle, so I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. God, just don't make Alexa job out. We'll repeat that come the preview show. If I don't, well, sue me. But please, God, don't let her job out to that. We're still on Raw here. I will say last week when Charlotte ran to the corner to interfere and everything and hit Rhea with a big boot while she was in the corner, like you could see like her foot missed her face by like a year. So that was a really bad angle and really garbage looking. And I just hope they don't put the belt back on Charlotte. I mean, she didn't need it. She didn't need it this last time. Like she's ahead of everyone by like 7,000 years. They really didn't do her any favors. I mean, she was a champion a million times, it seemed, right there at the beginning. Like she'd win the pay-per-view, Sasha or someone would win it on Raw. She'd win it back. Like it's kept going back and forth. Like she could be used. I mean, look at like the Ciampas of the world, down in NXT. And they had like, they've been in title matches, but and then these feuds but they didn't win them. Like they let everyone, there's an opportunity to like build up other people. Like she's there, she has that many titles. She could still be right there in all kinds of pictures and building people. And not have to be champion every 5 seconds. That's just my opinion. But really the big thing is her foot missed by a mile. Like it was bad. Like I think Han was sitting there watching it with me as I went over it, and it was like, she knows she doesn't watch wrestling. So she's, if they're picking up and going, it's not good. So I don't know. I hope it says like I'm happy to see Nikki get it. I wish they'd just go back to saying Ash instead of ASH. Too many syllables hurts my head. Yeah, but just be faster. But it's really good. She's doing good promos. I mean, you're getting every word out of her. I mean, she's doing really good. The crossbody thing to win the title, that's kind of dumb. Obviously flying through the air, whatever. But again, it's her idea. She's running her baby. So I can't hate on it. And some of it I don't like, but I mean, the kids love it. She can talk. She's doing a good job. She's putting on matches. I just hope that they don't give it to Charlotte. If it goes to Rhea, whatever. If it's something stupid, whatever. I just hope, as long as it doesn't go to Charlotte, because she literally doesn't need it by any stretch of the imagination. She does not, and may I repeat, not need another championship reign, especially already. I think that literally brings up to what the hell is even the point of any of it. Like, she doesn't need it. So I don't know. We'll see how it all goes. I hope they don't screw it. They're good at it. They've done it before. Really good at it, actually. But we'll see. I don't know. Again, I have no faith. I keep saying I don't know, but I really have no faith. Just like I hope Priest gets Sheamus. Just because, I mean, literally putting the whole WrestleMania match with Bad Bunny on him, what we saw and read, I think he deserves it. I think him and Sheamus still have a hell of a match. Really good match. So I'm actually really looking forward to that one. That'll be super. Like their styles, like them together. Everyone's always liked Sheamus, depending on the character, but his matches are always good. Hope it doesn't end in something stupid. We shall see, but I think it'll be a great match. I like Priest. I mean, I was on, board way before Justin was. He was going, oh, he's so scary. Like, he gave me all that stuff. Like, he was doing that all last year. So it's nice to see that he came around, but he's doing good. I think, let's hope it's a good match. Really, I don't care who comes out on top, because Sheamus can still keep going. I mean, Priest is young; he can keep going with everyone too. But if they keep it on Sheamus, like, they could drag them out longer, and Sheamus could keep still doing everything he's doing and working with more talent. Like, or hell, Sheamus could lose and he can still keep doing that, trying to get his title back and working with all those talents. So, I mean, I think it'll be good regardless. I'm not going to be upset either way, as long as it's not stupid. I'm really just tired of stupid endings because they just seem to happen all the time. Like endings where you're sitting there going, what the hell is the point of all this for that? I hope they don't give us one of those. But again, we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Still expect a hell of a match. But yeah, it's from Sin City. Well, pay-per-views there in Vegas. So they treat people in their hometown and on their birthdays and everything else. So we'll see how that goes out. Before we get to the main event, let's go and hit The Miz finally jumping up one for people that had blown out knees and literally couldn't do anything. Didn't have anyone pushing her. Like, one, that's a dick move, just for me personally. Two, when I got ran over and I was in the wheelchair, I know how miserable I was. So playing off like you were really crippled and getting up and running, but I couldn't get up and like even walk. Like, two, dick move. Played to the character well, but I know I keep saying I don't know. This isn't I don't know. I just hope they don't waste it. Like, this is a perfect time for them to finally have Miz and Morrison go out and split them up and let Morrison do something worthwhile finally, instead of just being Miz's stooge for this long. And literally, that's all he's done. I hope it works out. I don't know. I hope they finally pull the trigger on it, or they start doing the slow thing. Like, this is the first little thing of descent between, like, big descent between the two of them. So maybe they could build. I mean, they won't do it obviously like right now, like pay-per-view wise. SummerSlam is like 10 seconds away, but hopefully they build it. I mean, maybe they'll build it up so they can have a match in Saudi or something if that happens, or maybe drag it out till it finally explodes and then they go out at WrestleMania. And it's just the slow burn thing, which would be great because they don't do slow burns like at all anymore. It's just, and then it drops and it's gone. Like they either go really fast or they implode suddenly. We're all going, what the hell happened? So I think it would be really, good, though, finally have them do it. It's been we're going on 2 years of Miz and Morrison. Finally, I say about time to pull the trigger. I mean, I know they're having fun. It could be just what he wants, but I'd just like to see him get one good, shot and actually get to do something. So he could be champion of some sort and have all kinds of great matches with all kinds of young talent. That would be in Miz's lackey. holding all these stupid, just everything. So we'll see. I hate saying that every 5. See, that's my go-to now that he's not here. I don't know. I don't like doing it, but I don't know. I hope they pull the trigger on it though. Because again, he was good in his first run. I mean, when he finally figured it out, he's a W champion. He had all kinds of stuff. Him and Eminem, Mercury were great. The stuff they did after WWE, great. So I really hope they do. Yeah, pull the trigger and finally let it happen. If it comes down to them having a big throwdown at Mania together and then going their ways, and he gets at least a decent run out of it, I hope he does. I think he deserves it. He's been around long enough. He's done all kinds of stuff. He's been doing this stuff with the Miz for forever. And I mean, Lashley got a run. I think he should get a run like everyone. Like it's like Jeff. He goes, So just let him have one more good run if he could stay, clean so Reds, they could be good. So we'll see on that. And then we go to this is last week when Hannah watched and went, is that a real face? When Lashley's mean mug in the world, and she realized his eyebrows were microbladed. I don't know what the hell, but she realized that. And when MVP called the main event of SummerSlam, Lashley and him a blockbuster, I did appreciate the lack of any sort of cheer at all because everyone knows exactly what's going to happen. It's a giant waste of time. And MVP, I mean, he's great on the microphone. But he's still no Paul Heyman. I mean, look how many times, let's say, Heyman was doing the talking for Brock. We all knew Brock wasn't going to lose. But he went in there and it was still compelling and everyone got deep into it and there was response and reaction and all that. And he went and did that last week and there was just nothing. No one's, I don't really think anyone's down for the match. Again, Goldberg said a lot of times, they call him, this is what you're doing. He goes and does it. Boom, he goes and does his job. So you can't hate on him for, they call, he says, okay. But to hear just the crickets on it, it's a good reminder though. That no matter how good MVP or anyone else seems to be, but they're still not Heyman. Heyman's still on a league of his own. Because look at all the garbage he built without Lesnar being there for stuff we knew exactly was going to happen. And it happened. And we still kept just being invested in all because Heyman just knows how to get you into it. And sadly, MVP doesn't have the ability, but maybe it's just, I don't think it's not compelling. I mean, maybe it was because Lashley had pretty much the same matches for forever. I mean, him and Drew, him, Drew and Strowman, him and Drew again, him and Kofi, and that whole thing with him and, where he just mauled him, then suddenly, boom, Goldberg, we know how that's going to go. That's the worst part about these. There's so much more talent, especially there's so much more talent they could be utilizing that could build a story and then lose. They're younger, not just having him go out there and just maul Kofi and now he's gonna Goldberg we know isn't gonna win, he's probably gonna get mauled. It's just, I don't know. I'm not looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a shit sandwich. No offense, world. I don't think it's gonna be good, but we'll see. I mean, they could surprise me and at least put on a decent match, but I really don't see it being any longer than a few minutes, a few spears, jackhammer, kick out, just dumb stuff like that. I mean, what's the? I mean, because I don't know if it's 2 more, including this one, or 2 more after this one for Goldberg, but I mean. And what's the weirdest case? He wins somehow. Lashley, then him go out at another one. Lashley gets it back, and then he fights in Saudi, or he fights. We don't know what's going to happen. Plain and simple, to the point. Done. You're welcome. Brings us to NXT, which I must say, Gigi Dolan. I think I typed out that. That song was totally Manson's, Sweet Dreams, ripped off without the words there, totally, but I'm okay with that. Index. There we go. Get it, Dexter. Get it. We all know I love him. Always have. There's something weird about him. He's different, and I dig it. And let them go off and do their thing. Don't know how they're going to play it off with Candace being pregnant in real life, but the whole family thing and all that, where Austin is, but we'll figure it all out. But they're together. Who knows? We'll see how that goes. I think, I don't really know. I think it's going to win between Raquel and Dakota. I mean, if Dakota loses, it's send her to the main roster, I guess. But where would she go? You can stick Raquel, like she loses, then go out. It's one of those weird. I don't know. I don't know where they'd stick everyone afterwards. I don't think Raquel's ready, but I've seen that before. Dakota's been there forever, so does she win it and carry everything for a while? Because she put on better matches with everyone just from the size disparity. Who knows? We're gonna find out, obviously, but no. It's going to be good though. They're not going to just have Dakota go out there and get mauled, so it should be a pretty good one. See what they're going to do. I don't know. I'll say that again. Never we do if we do the preview show, but I don't know. See how it works out. I think it'll still be good. And really, the only other compelling thing, I can't say the only other compelling thing because there's two. I think that Kyle's going to win the third one between him and Adam Cole. It'll be a hell. Obviously, it's going to go to the third fall. We all know that. I just think Kyle's going to do it because apparently there's lots of plans for Adam to go up to the main roster. God knows that could just mean he loses and he gets suddenly he's fired and all that. For both of them, I don't know. Right now, I think it's going to go to Kyle just because or Kyle loses and Adam goes to the main roster. But what the hell does that do for Kyle? It's kind of like Kushida couldn't compete, and against for the cruiserweight title against Roddy, and then they have Roddy lose. What the hell did that accomplish at all? And he's ready to take on the cruiserweight title. He lost. It's just weird stuff like that. But I just doesn't build. It builds, but it doesn't to me. And when it comes to the title thing, Cross has been on here for so long on Raw for all these weeks. I'm pretty sure Joe's going to win, and then he can work with all kinds of people and try to shoot Cross to the moon, even though he already got 2 losses in a 3-week span. Welcome to the main roster, kid. Get used to it. It's going to happen. But I think it's going to be a hell of a match. I think they're going to let them beat the hell out of each other. It's going to be great to see Joe back in the ring. It's about damn time. And Cross hasn't really totally sucked on the mic. It sounded better and more like he was into it while he was doing it to me. So it was more enjoyable to listen to him do those promos. But who knows what's going to, I really just don't see what the point. Running him on the roster and losing to people and having matches with people and him not losing. I just don't see Cross winning. What do they do with Joe then? So it's really the big one. I'm pretty sure Joe's going to win that one. Cross will be off to, right into the sunset until they screw him, because that's what happens when you go to the main roster. And his entrance made it better on the main roster now. Cross is it's gotten better. It's just weird without Scarlett. They'll figure it out though. They will. Timing and all that, to go from what they have at NXT to not having her and the longer ramp. It's just, they'll get it. I have faith in them getting it. And you'll see how it all plays though. Then we get to Smackdown again. Corbin stealing Big E's, Money in the Bank. I want to see what they're going to do with them. I'm sure they won't let something happen right away or the build up. I don't know. Something weird will happen, I'm sure, between when it comes to that situation. But Corbin's playing it off well again. I've never, when you don't like him, but you still want to see it. That means he's doing his job, and he's irritating as he is. Some of his characters they've given him, he's done them all well, in my opinion. So can't wait to see how they play it out again. Who knows? Cash in then. It's only boom, happy Corbin. Have a copyright now. Who knows? But those things take forever to come back. So I think that's a little bit in the works. for a while. Literally, trust me, I filled out applications for trademarks back in, turned them in December. Still waiting now. Not done yet, so that could be a while out. But I think him and Big E could put on great matches if they let him go. So we'll see how that works out. Again, I don't know what's going to happen, but that's good. Just like Nakamura, him being Intercontinental Champion, I think is really good. It's about time he deserves some kind of title. Got the King, he's got the guitars, he's got the Intercontinental title. I think he's going to do a better job. No offense to Apollo Crews, but then once they had that accent and all, like it wasn't clicking, it wasn't working. He could have done the same character without pulling out the accent. I think would have worked 1,000 times better. It was the first thing they tried to give him character-wise. I mean, they going to talk about Amon getting called up too easy. He got called up way too damn early, like way too early. He was only in NXT for like 10 seconds, and they called him up. So, yeah, but that accent, I don't know. I never felt it at all. I'm sure other people never felt it at all, but yeah, I think it's much better on King Nakamura's shoulders, and I think he put on great matches with everybody. He's on a roll. It's about time someone was on a roll and they didn't just squash it. So that was good to see. Yeah, I don't even remember. Like, it's again, I don't know what they're going to do with it. Again, I'm so far into the Afghanistan stuff that I haven't really looked at anything. But he can have a great match just about everyone. I think it was time for Apollo to really build back up, unless they throw him right back into it. But he was gone really altogether. I mean, when he was on the last pay-per-view at all. So there gotta be something going on there, and internal things going like, yeah, sorry guy, it's just not working. Son, that's why he vanished for as long as he did. So good for Shinsuke. Sure, we'll find out more. You guys, people will find out more on Friday. I'll find out Saturday, probably hungover, but I'll be ready, and we will see how that works out. Should work out great though, because again, Shinsuke, as long as, I don't know. Something never felt right to me about Apollo. It was way better than the original Apollo shtick, but because there was nothing really to that. So we'll see though. It'll be okay. As long as they get the right people in there. Shin can have a match with anyone. I mean, him, KO, Biggie, Corbin, Sammy, and there's lots of people he can work with. So I'm kind of excited to see what's going to come of it. But we'll find out. I see how Ray telling them, well, we go to Dominic, and I see if they lose for some reason. I just see them. I don't know. I see them. I don't want to say Ray getting turned on by Dom, but I don't know the ways. Then we got this. You can't do that. And like, I'm tired of getting told what to do, kind of thing. Do they lose to the Usos? At some point they turn on one another. I don't think it'll be right now. I think they'll save it for like Ray's send off to him and Dominic at like WrestleMania or something properly. But I think they're building that. SmackDown Women's title match, Sasha and Bianca. We all know it's going to be a great match. I don't know why they give it to Sasha, but what else will they use her for after that? I mean, they can keep playing with each other back and forth for a while, which could be a good thing until, now that Bayley got hurt. I don't really think the whole Carmella thing and, all that. And see, can't even tell you her name right now. I can see her face. Anyway, her. Malachi Black's wife in real life. Sure, it'll come to me at some point, but it's a way to use them. I just think it's dumb. But I think Sasha and Bianca, if that match happens, it's apparently like a pull from live events or whatever. But if it happens, it'll be a hell of a match to tear the house down again. I don't think it's going to be the main event this time, but it'll tear the house down. It'll be worth watching. I'm sure those idiots are going to get involved, and it's going to be some stupid thing. But I'll give Bianca a way to build back up, because I think her title reign was more over than Rhea's on Raw, or Dakota's even. Raquel's on NXT. Again, that booking stuff, stuff like that wasn't their fault. that, they kept getting booked in the same stuff and all the nonsense. But I think hers went over better. And we'll see. But I think the idiots are going to get involved. But again, never know what could happen. So, it could drastically change come Friday night, Saturday morning. So we'll see. But we know if they did the first time, they deserved their SP, the award they got for it, because they did tear the house down. So I'm not throwing any shade. I just have an odd feeling it's going to end with something stupid with those two. And it's a shame, but we all know it. That's how they end these things. It's to Edge and Seth. Great storytelling. I don't think it's going to be over here at SummerSlam. I really don't know how to call it right now. Still on the fence. Again, Edge is back for great storytelling. He gets to work with Seth. They're going to have a great match. I think it's going to lead to more matches. I don't think it's going to end just on that. I think it's going to keep going on past SummerSlam, but I think they're going to tear the house down. I'm sure something weird and stupid's going to happen, or Seth's going to lose and freak out, or it's going to keep going. So we'll see what they do with it, but I do guarantee it's going to be one of the best matches on the card, because we all know Seth can go, and he's been hurting people less than Edge. He can go, and he's a great storyteller, both in the ring, on the microphone. Like that's what he's here for, and that's what he's doing, at least for me. I think he's doing a great job. Even Randy's all, he brought better out of me, because he never cared about promos or anything. Look at him now. So I can't wait to see that match, actually. Like, that one I'm really stoked for. I think it's going to be great. Personally, I think it's going to be really great. And they've been telling me, they've been setting it up good through the last couple of weeks, which is why I have great faith. I mean, they obviously, the match is going to be great, but they've been doing good story stuff to build to it. Slowly, not as slow as it could be, but it started here. You did this, then you screwed them out of that. Like they did it. There's a little bit, and again, I don't think it's going to be over just at one, match, but I'm sure something dumb's going to happen. But it's going to be a hell of a match, and I'm really looking forward to it. Actually, like it's going to be. It's going to tear the house down. It's going to probably pretty close to stealing the whole entire show. I really do, honestly. Like that's my gut feeling. So I can't wait to see what happens there. I really can. Again, fan of both. Does Seth hurt my head? Sometimes, yes. His wardrobe changes. Decisions always hurt my head. But he plays crazy Messiah, like, nutso really good. And Edge can fit pretty much whatever role you need him to. He's proven that time and time again. So that should be a great one, which leads us. Can't go there. Forgot all about that. Ilya Dragunov and Walter. And I think they just have to get the title off of Walter. I mean, granted, they had to actually shut down over there. So, which is why a lot of those days were out there for the NXT UK title. But I think how good the first one was, how much everyone's talking about. I think that'll be a great match for the night. I think that'll be good. I like Ilya Dragunov. Creeps me out. It's looking like a weirdo, but I think it'll be a hell of a match. So, sorry, completely forgot about that. We can't do that until Sunday, though. So, just wanted to throw me all off. Summerslam's on Saturday, the Takeover's on Sunday. Like, it's just throwing me off for a loop. But that gets us to Cena and Roman. I don't know. I just don't see Cena doing it. I mean, would it be a getaway to get him out? Roman to get a little time off and come back? Yeah. You get the title back before Mania? Yeah. Could that set up him and The Rock? Yeah. All these things we're expecting. So, just when do they have him drop it? He's been back for pretty much a year, though. SummerSlam, last year he showed up at the end, so this makes a year pretty much with it. Now with the title, a lot to come, new song, all that. Like, it could be time just to cool it off, let someone else have it again. Cena can get it. Corbin cashes in, boom. It could set up a whole nother thing, or you never know. But I think they're still going to have a good match. I think it's going to tell a good story as good as it can. And they've been doing good on the microphone. It's good to hear that Roman's pretty much just been allowed to do whatever he wanted on the mic since then. He's been doing a good job of it. Like, anyone that tries to say that they don't like Roman anymore, well, sorry, like, get over everything that we hated him for before, because they just kept pushing us down his throat and him down our throat, and he wasn't ready. Like, that's why we all hated it. On him physically, he just wasn't ready for that. And now him and the Usos, like, it's going to be, I think it'll be good. Not ready to give my prediction on that one yet. Still got to figure out some things. Internally, I'm still fighting over some things, but I think that'll be. I mean, there's more what ifs involved in that, but I'm sure the Usos are going to get involved. Stupid stuff like Roman could be holding his hand again. They could do it. Holy, no one saw it coming. The whole Corbin thing, like you never saw Cena breaks the record. Everyone shuts up. He gets to do his thing. He cashes in, set up all kinds of crazy stuff. Roman can vanish for a little bit to let those two go at it. Have Roman come back and just squash him when the time is right. Corbin or whoever. So we can go anyway. I don't know. I gotta wait until Saturday when I get to watch it and see more and talk to Justin and get the brain working. Miss our conversations, but again, he's been busy and can't hate on the guy. It's not his fault that his work is everything that's transpired at his job. So. All right, he'll be back. I might just be here alone today, but he will be back, and we're going to talk about all this stuff. But I'm not going to give lots of predictions, but I think Takeover is going to be solid, really good night. And Summerslam and Goldberg, we all know what's going to happen. There's a few where you actually have to sit there and go, well, which is a good thing. Finally it's okay. At least not yet. Wait, see what they do on Smackdown because that can change all of it. So we'll see. But I mean, I think it's going to be better than last year's, regardless of if the fans are there. So we'll see how it works. I don't know, but it was fun doing this, getting it all off my head. I think I'm actually almost smiling now at the end of it. So that's a good thing. And either one of them, everything going on all over the place. So remember to share, comment, and repeat on all our videos. Follow us on all the platforms. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble for the videos. We're on Anchor, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. Overcast, in case I didn't mention them. I don't know. There's 11 total platforms. There's all. Make sure you follow along. The one on Spotify, again, you get the audio. You don't have to see my mug, my studio. Sponsors appreciate it, which we also appreciate because it makes them happy, and they do a great service for us for what the sponsors do. They're at Anchor, so give it a listen if you can. Again, just share it out, get more eyeballs on it, comment, tell me what you think. And we will be back again. I don't know when, but I think we're going to try to do something Saturday. So we shall let you know. I appreciate your time, especially if you listen to me here all alone, because it's been a while since you had to do that, so I apologize. And enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy Smackdown. Feel free to comment and wish me a happy birthday. Wish me a happy birthday on Friday on the page. I'd be okay with that. And until Saturday, my friends, latest, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for listening, and peace.